Normally when I'm testing out new makeup for y'all on camera, I have sort of a formulaic approach to it where I'm like, okay, I'm going to tell you the info about the makeup, and then I'm going to show you swatches, and then I'm going to do a tutorial with the new makeup, okay? And I'm still going to do all of that, but we're doing it with a twist. Hey y'all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be talking about reviewing, doing a look, and doing a palette bingo with the new Nomad GREECE collection. This is such a beautiful looking collection. I have not put it on my face yet, but I do want to talk to you about it. And then I am going to do a palette bingo, which if you've seen Betty G and Baddie Bean here on YouTube, I feel like she is famous for those at this point. I was thinking today, I was literally like, you know what? I want to do another palette bingo, but I also really want to play with this new Nomad collection for the first time. And I'm like, you know what? Brothers, they should be brothers. But I'm going to talk about the collection and show you swatches and all of that along with the look. But the first thing I always like to talk about with Nomad is the postcard, because with every palette release, whatever their destination is that the palette is representing at that time, they do donate a portion of the proceeds to a cause that is local to that destination. So it says, we are so proud to support ICSEA and help preserve and restore the Mediterranean Sea. So I think that's really cool. Let's talk about this collection. It's definitely an interesting one. First, we are going to talk about the eyeshadow palette. This is called the Greek Odyssey palette. As you can see, we do have an 18-pan color story here, and this is a very rich color story, right? We do have these very rich, bold jewel tones, like these dark blues and like the greens of the ocean and the purples and everything like that. And I feel like the shimmers complement it so well. So this is 50-50. We have 9 mattes and 9 shimmers. And it's just really a unique color story. And I think it's really lovely. I was kind of surprised how much exactly I liked this color story, especially when I did the swatches. Everything was absolutely beautiful. Everything swatched beautifully. The shimmers are very sparkly and, you know, multi-toned and just lovely. It's really lovely. Here's the thing though, I do want to say this palette is going to retail for $64, which is priced higher than some of Nomad's other palettes. If I can figure out why, I will either insert a clip here or put something in a pinned comment down below. I did go ahead and ask the owner why there was such a price jump, because in the past when they've had price jumps, there's been a reason. Either it's been a magnetic palette or the formulas were super special and different. These formulas feel very much like the great formulas that Nomad has had, but I do just want to ask about that price. The next 2 items that we have are brand new to Nomad, so I think it's really cool. We have we have a color adapting blush balm and an illuminating highlighter balm. So these are both, like they say, balm formulas, which I feel like is new. So first, let's look at this color adapting blush balm. We do have sort of 3 stripes here. We have a blue, we have a pink, we have a sort of clear, almost champagne-y color. I swatched these separately. It's very hard to see, but I swatched them separately and together. Whether you do it separately or together, it's all going to be the same. This is one of those pH blushes, which I've never used, okay? This pretty much all came out to a sort of raspberry tone on me. So it did have an extensive, like, purple background to it, which is interesting. I'll be honest, that's usually not my favorite color of blush on myself, but I do want to try it on my cheeks. I only tried it on my arm. Maybe I will love it on my cheeks. I do feel like it applied very nicely, but it's just not the color I usually go for. The formula felt very nice. And as far as the balm, when I first looked at it, I was like, yeah, that doesn't look like much of anything. But swatched, there is a hefty pink shift to it, and I love a liquid highlighter or a highlighter balm or things like that. I think that this is going to be absolutely beautiful, but because these are called balms, I do not expect them, I'm just going to say, to settle down completely on my face and be completely dry. If they are, great. I expect these to remain a little bit almost like dewy, maybe even a tiny bit tacky to the touch. So that's just what I'm expecting. These retail for $19 each, but if you want the whole set, it is $99, and you also get a free scarf. So the scarf has that same pattern as on the outside of the palette. So it is just like a beautiful kind of classic Greek pattern. It's really lovely. I'm not going to take this out of the package because I'm going to be giving this to a friend who I think is really, really going to love this. But like I said, want to do a palette bingo with this. This will be the very first time this is on my face, and I want to do a bingo. So the way that I do that is I am going to put into a random number generator numbers 1 through 18. And then I decided I am going to pick 5 colors. I decided also I can go with more than 5 if at the end I want to do a final touch, but 5 is going to be my minimum that I'm going to do. I am nervous about this because usually by the time I do a palette bingo, I've had a chance to play with a palette a bunch of times, but we're going to try this. I really hope that I don't get all matte or all shimmer. The last time I did a bingo, I got all, like, what did I get? I got just like the weirdest colors, and I think they were all matte, and it was the most beautiful shimmery palette. But let's see, we're just going to bring up this number generator. So I hope you can see I have 1 through 18, and like I said, we're going to pick 5 numbers. So we've got number 17. Oh my gosh, I need to write these down. Next we have 12, 6, 1, and 8. I made that face because, okay, well, let me do the swatches. First, number 17 is this beautiful shimmer. It's called Poseidon. Where should I swatch? Let's swatch on my hand. This is 17. Look at that glow. I love this color. It is a perfect, like, stormy ocean blue. The next is 12. We've got another shimmer. This one, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, is Elion, Elaion, and it is another shimmer, and it is a sparkly, like, not quite a lime green and not quite an olive. It's just really lovely. Number 6 is another shimmer, and this one is called Athena. So Athena is kind of, it's hard to see almost. It's like an icy silver blue. That's the third one over here. It's almost more silvery gray than blue. Really pretty. Number 1 is the reason I made the face. It's just a matte white, and it's very pretty. I mean, it's fine. It's a good matte white, but I mean, it's just a matte white. And number 8, oh my God, did I get a good color story for once on this? Is, I believe it's called Peloponnese. So it's Peloponnese. Guys, this is, I never get good color stories in palette bingo, ever. This is so good. I don't even think I'll need to pull in like a pitch hitter here. Look at it. Oh my goodness. I am seriously so excited right now. You have no idea. I am so excited. This is so awesome. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is take this fluffy brush, and I'm going in with that color I just talked about, Peloponnese. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Actually, I want a slightly fluffier brush than this. Here we go. Ooh, this is a good one by Chokehold. And I'm going to start with a very little bit of this. I already have my eyes prepped, by the way. I'm going to start with a very little bit because I can always build it up. And I want this to go in the crease all the way in. Actually, this is too fluffy. Goldilocks over here. I can already tell with this color, you're going to want to make sure to tap it gently in the pan and tap off the excess. There is quite a bit of kick up because it is a very pigmented, beautiful matte. But oh my gosh, I am so excited about this color. I love this color. I'm so glad I got this. And what I'm trying to do is use this color kind of multifaceted, where it's like much deeper right in the crease area. And I don't care if it goes onto my lid a bit, obviously, and then fade it out as it goes up. I just took all the color off the fluffy brush to just blend out that edge a little bit more even. Oh, this is a pretty, pretty color though. Wow. Full disclosure, this is completely a color I would have picked anyway. Oh my God, it's so pretty. I always feel like a broken record when I do these Nomad videos in a way, because I always say the same thing. I'm like, it's Nomad quality, because at this point, I don't know what else to say about Nomad quality that I haven't said already. Their quality is so consistent. So if you have one palette, I am pretty convinced that the next palette is going to be the same quality. It's just, they're just good. They're really, really good. And their colors are bold and vibrant, and they care about their color stories. I just love them. So the next color I'm going in with is Pegasus, which is that matte white. And there is like a tiny, tiny, tiny touch of gray to this. I'm going to take this on my fluffy brush, and I'm just going to use this first. I'm going to put the most concentrated part right under the eyebrow, but I'm using this the way I would use most white shadows, if I'm being honest. I just want it to be a transition to buff out that color. That looks actually really cool. I used to do, how many of you used to also do a bright white highlight? And maybe you still do, but I used to do it with every look. Ooh, because there was something about it. I can't explain what it is. I still really like it from time to time. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's a bright white highlight. Actually, that white is performing a little better than I was expecting. Like, that's pretty dang bright. I'm going to take my Cliona Shine On Primer, but before I do that, I just want to show you the order of the colors I'm going in. So on the inner corner will be Athena, which is that kind of like icy gray blue, and then Elion will go in the center, that is that beautiful green, and then on the outside, Poseidon, which is that, again, I keep saying like a stormy ocean blue. It's so freaking pretty, and I'm going to go under the eyes in a minute, but I just want to do this first. I think I might even wind up going back in with that matte color on this outer corner, but I want to get down these shimmers first, and this is going all over the lid, starting with Athena, which again is just a really cool color though. It's like, I don't know if this makes sense, but it's like a gray a gray shimmer rather than a silver shimmer. Does that make sense? Like, it very much feels gray as opposed to silver, and I'm aware that those two are very similar, but something about it, I don't know, it's like, it's very oceany. And next is Elion, which is the green, and that's going to overlap and go just right here in the center of the lid. This is a pretty color. This is like, it has a touch of gold to it, so I feel like it's kind of bringing out the blue in my eyes a bit. And then finally Poseidon. Oh God, I love, 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 love this blue. I feel like I'm talking about it too much and I don't care. Oh my God, I love it. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to take a pencil brush and I'm going back into Peloponnese, which is the dark matte teal. And I really want to take this to define that crease even more. Like, again, I don't care if there's like little sparkles in it or something like that, but I do want this to be nice and deep in the crease. Yeah, do you see the difference there? I feel like it just kind of helps to separate it more. I'm also going to take some of that color and pat it right here on the end just to deepen it up a touch. Actually, am I going to wind up going in with one extra color? I kind of don't want to. You know what? I might do one more color. I'm going to take a touch of Hades. Like, at this point, I've used all 5 colors, and I said I could go over it, so I'm going to use a touch of Hades, which is this dark, dark purple, tapping off all the excess, and I want to put this just to deepen this outer edge, because I feel like I still just want that to be a little deeper than it is. Not quite there yet, but since it's not one of the main colors, I'm not trying to have it go crazy, just to give it a little bit of that deepness. Oh my God, and it looks so good with the Poseidon. Oh, I love it. Okay, I'm going to do the same to the other eye. I'll be right back. I am loving these vibes so much. So going back into that color, the teal, and I'm tapping it off like crazy. I'm going to put this under the eye, but then I'm going to be going over this with Pegasus, which is that white shade, because I want this to be more, what's the phrase I'm thinking? Just a little bit more pale. I want it to still be the same color, but since I have that white, let's use it as kind of a mixing agent. Okay, going back in with Pegasus. Oh yeah, you see how that's making that into like a pale, like sky blue? Ooh, that's pretty. I'm also going to take a touch of Pegasus and just put this right on the inner corner, just kind of over the colors we already have to give a little pop. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so before I try the blush and highlighter, I just want to finish the eyes and I'll be right back. Ooh, I really like the way this is looking. I added a dark blue liner, and then I added the Milk Makeup Balm. What's so weird is that these don't have color names on them. So it's going to be in the description box down below, but this one is my favorite. It has like this brown tint to it, and these feel so damn good. But I want to try the balms. I'm very nervous about them. Like I said, so I'm going to start with the Color Adapting Blush Balm. Like I said, with this, it swatched very like raspberry on my arm, and I do not usually like raspberry blushes, so I'm a little nervous about the color, but I did notice when I was swatching that swirling them together gave the same result as just having them, you know, one by one, so it looks like nothing is on the brush, but I'm gonna start small, and oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 okay, no, too much, too many. So this is the brush that had my foundation on it. I'm just going to kind of tap it out. That is more blush than I personally like. If you like that kind of blush, you will be great. I'm using a second foundation brush that just had old foundation on it. Woo! Guys, I didn't go that hard into that balm, and that was intense right off the bat. I feel like it's looking a little bit better now. It's still quite rosy, but actually, wait a minute. I don't dislike it now. I do not dislike it now. I'm just going back into some old brushes and patting on like some powder. Let me see. What do you think? What do you think of that? I don't think that that's actually not too bad. It was so intense at first, I thought I was going to throw up. Now, with this highlighting balm, I'm not sure if you should use a brush or your finger. I'm just going to use a brush. It was a very intense pink sparkle when I swatched it on my arm. So we shall see. So you can, okay, you can see the highlight, but I do feel like what's mainly coming through is, on me at least, just some pink glitter, like some pink glitter. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty, and there is definitely, actually, there is still like a sheen to it, but I feel like it's mainly just that sparkle. Okay, so here is the finished first look. Guys, I will say the palette bingo gods have never been this kind to me. They have never been this kind. Usually I get all mattes or all shimmers or some creepy, mucky, dirty color story. This is bomb. I know I just said this, but I'm going to say it again. At this point, when it comes to Nomad, I don't think that you ever have to question, is the quality going to be good? I think what you have to question is this color story one that I will use often, one that's right for me, one that I would enjoy? And that's the only thing you need to worry about. I really like this one. The boldness of these mattes are so beautiful, and then combined with these sort of oceany vibe shimmers, perfection. Perfection. And I absolutely love this look. The balms. I don't know how I feel about these. I really don't know how I feel about these. At the end of the day, like, look, it even got lighter. That pH blush is, now they don't say, do they say pH blush? They just say color adapting blush. I feel like it has gotten lighter and more chill as I've just been sitting here. And it's not bad. It's definitely not a raspberry tone. What do you think? Actually, ooh, is it growing on me? It might be growing on me a little bit more. The balm, the highlighter balm, not my favorite. Here's where I think that this would be great, is if you were wearing either no other makeup or just tinted moisturizer without a blush or something like that. I feel like this would bring out kind of a natural looking dewy glow onto your face. But with all of this, I just feel like all I'm seeing is glitter, if I'm being honest. Now, like I said, the whole set with the scarf is $99, but if I was going to recommend one thing, it's by far going to be the palette. And I put it in the bar before, but this does come out on April 27th at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can use my code GLITTERFALLOUT. That will save you some money on this, and if you choose to use that, thank you so much for supporting my channel. But I need to know what you're thinking in the comments below, please, especially about these balms. Are balms a formula you really like? They're ones that I have to admit, like, I didn't really try a highlighter balm until I had tried the Auric palettes, and I love that one. So let me know what you're thinking overall. I would love to hear your thoughts, but that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Anytime that you watch my Nomad videos, it means a lot to me, because I know that there are a lot of Nomad videos out there. And if you choose mine as one to watch, just please know I'm so incredibly grateful. From here to the end of time, it means so much to me. You all can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and here on YouTube. Those are all Glitter Fallout. As always and forever, you guys are super freaking rock stars. I love you so much with my whole entire heart, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.